Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Hattrick with me, Alfapiomega. I am more and more excited for this season with each episode, because it seems like that after all this time we finally have a real shot at the title and advancing into the 5th series. I really hope so, because most of you that started playing Hattrick with me at the time that I started are already there. And I haven't managed that. It's due to the fact that mostly I was unlucky with the people who got demoted into my league, and this is the first season where I actually have the door wide open. So that makes me really happy. And I want to do everything I can during this season to prepare properly for the upcoming fact of me going up. So let's hope it is going to be that way. Let's hope there is not something that I'm overlooking, and let's hope that we can manage. So what's happening so far? Well, I'm gonna start by finances. We are now sitting at almost 160 million Czech crowns, which is incredible, and I'm very happy for it. It's gonna change, and I think we're gonna hit 160 by the end of the week, because we lost the cup match with second FK Svacha. I was actually kind of surprised how long we were holding against them, and generally speaking, we had a very high chance to win this. It's kind of a weird that we haven't. And well, anyway, what can you do? We lost, so the thing is done. But next week we will be playing one more with Dynamo Teje, which is actually a bot team in the lowest ranking league or lowest ranking cup in Czech Republic. We will win that and get a bit of the income. I don't think it's gonna be much, but maybe it could be 1 million and something. We'll see. We will see. We will see. So that's the official end of cup for us this season. But we had a couple of good matches, and most of them were played on our turf. So I'm really happy that it happened and that we had those three matches already, with this one being the end of it. So after this week is over, you guys can start sending me invites for friendlies again. I'm gonna keep the same system I had until now. We will always play 2 matches, one at my stadium, one at yours. So keep them coming. Anyway, with that said, the training this week was pretty cool. We got an increase in skill of Hieronym Kubielus. He got to Brilliant, which makes him one of the best players in my team so far, because he has a solid defending and passable winger. Now, when you think about that, our TSI is actually getting extremely high. We have Reich Tilcher with 19,680. He has excellent defending, brilliant playmaking, and an adequate winger, followed closely by Iriome Cabrera, who is about 18 days younger, but has about the same TSI as Reich Tilcher, because he has magnificent playmaking, though only passable defending and winger is solid. Julian Lobebauer has brilliant playmaking, defending passable, winger inadequate. Then there's Hieronym Kubielus, TSI 12,150, followed by Jernej Vukan, David Borges, Mika Turi, there's Karol Bartowiak, we have Ben Allen, Václav Balon, Gometa Sorino, all of these guys with a TSI over 5,000. And it goes a bit down. We have Ettore Guido, who is our defender. We have Rade Lozinovsky, who has a very good skill in passing, scoring, and set pieces, still being a very good forward player for us. We have had him for quite a long time now, and he has been still playing for us quite well. What is the history? When did we buy him? Yeah, we bought him in October. So, wow, he had very high TSI, 81,000 in 2013. He was someone. Damn, I have never checked that. There's actually one thing that I'm considering about Rade Lozinovsky. He has an inadequate leadership, and he has an outstanding experience. So if I keep this guy along for some time now and maybe play with him a bit more. And if he gets to a better experience than he has now, he might be a great candidate for my second coach. We had the default coach that you get. Then we recruited Önder Sayuli, who is our current coach. He has formidable experience and wretched leadership and has a solid coaching skill. And if I wanted to change Rade Wozinovski into a coach, I think it is doable for us at this point. It would cost us most of the money that we have at this point, but it is doable. So Rade Wozinovski. Yeah, we could turn him into an excellent coach without much problem. And he would have inadequate leadership, which is way better than our current trainer. So I'm thinking about doing that because it might be a very good boost to our team. I don't want to do it now. There really isn't any need. But maybe once this season is over, I will do it. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm thinking I will do it. Because this seems like a thing that we should do. And actually this guy, Rade Wozinovski, is such a good guy. He has so much experience and, he was a top player at one time. So I think we owe it to him. I don't think if we can see much more memorable moments. Oh yeah, he scored a hat-trick in yesterday's match, which is awesome. He also scored a hat-trick in a match that we played on 12th of December against Capradi, which is Mecho and Capradi. Yeah, they're still playing. He did another hat-trick. He had so many hat-tricks. Became a top scorer for season 55 in Italian 8th league. Became a top scorer for Italian. Damn. It seems like he never really got much far though. He was highest in the 8th league for having a TSI of 80,000, and he came from a youth academy at the age of 17 in 2010. Well, became a top scorer of 5th league in Croatia, 17 goals, 13 goals. Yeah, he's a good guy. I think that we'll try to hold him and we'll try to turn him into our coach because he really, he makes me happy. I really like it. Career goals, 144, 20 of those for me, 14 hat-tricks. He scored 6 goals this season and 1 in the cup. So yeah, that's one thing that I'm thinking about. And, knowing that he's actually that good, I'm really thinking that he might be a good next coach for us. We'll see. But anyway, that's just a side thing. What I'm actually thinking now is that I found a player that I might be very much interested in. It's called Filip Chorlenets. He's a Croatian guy. He's not even 18 and he has excellent defending and excellent winger. His playmaking is passable, but he's powerful. He has a specialty of powerful. And if we train this guy, he might eventually become one of our best players in the A team. I'm trying to think a bit ahead, and as far as our A team goes, I can see him and Karol Bartowiak being the core of our A team, because Bartowiak is defending of 9 and a winger of 7, and this guy has defending and winger both of 8. So he would be a good addition to my team. He costs 39,372,000 now. So I'm not entirely sure. It's still below the average value that people pay for these players. But I'm thinking that I might do it. That I might actually buy him. I would go maybe as high as 55 million. We will see. He would be a good addition for the second team for now, where he could keep training and eventually being put into the A team as a great addition to the playmaking part of my team, and eventually when he turns 20 or 21 I could sell him. The matter of the fact is though that I don't have any space for him at this point. I need to, if I want to get him, I need to sell someone, and I don't know who. That's the thing. He's gonna go into the B team, which is the team that play with FK Svacha. We have Václav Balon and Gome Tesor on the sides. We have Hieronym Kobielus, David Burgess, and Karol Bartowiak in the middle. And I would either have to completely switch players, try to make them work some other way than they work now, or I need to sell someone that I don't want to sell. Logical, what I'm telling myself is that I should maybe sell one of these two guys, either Václav Balon or Gome Tesor, one of them. Because they're getting older, they're not getting much better, and I'm already having them on the wing. But if I sell them, who the fuck am I going to put on the wing? I would have to put one of my better players, maybe, I don't know, maybe David Burgess or someone else. But my idea was keeping Gome Tesor and Václav Balon on the wings, because they each have a passable winger skill, and training the other guys. So another thing that I actually thought about is maybe selling Iriome Cabrera, who has the magnificent skill. But I would like to keep him for at least one more season and sell him when his time is due. We bought him for 7.5 million. So if I could sell him for, say, 50 million, that would be just incredible, But I'm thinking, this guy has a potential. We still can get him much higher. And he's really the best we have in the A team. So another thing that I thought about is selling Julian Wabebauer. But then it eventually came to the realization that I might sell David Burgess, because he has passable and passable winger and defending skill. And he could be sold around 30 million at this point. And we bought him for about 80,000, which was an incredible, just incredible catch from my side. We bought him in July, and we haven't really trained him all that much. He's just, a wasted potential as far as I can see. So selling him might be the good way to go. If we sell him now, he's been training hard at this point, doing us a lot of good, but we really mostly train him on the side, on the wing, and I think he was hurt a couple of times as well. So selling him might be the best choice for us, because I really don't see anyone that I would like to sell more than him. Václav Balon and Gome Tesor for sure, but they're just, they're on the wing. I'm not even calculating with them in the future. But I want to sell them when they hit, for example, Brilliant or something like that, because by that time I will get someone else on the wing. But, I don't know, I think I'm speaking about it way too much, but I'm trying to figure it for myself. Another thing is, will we even get this guy? That's a question too. But who else? There was one other candidate that we could get. I have way too many open windows. There was another one that I thought about selling. Hieronym Kobielus. Yeah, Hieronym Kobielus. And I could get way more for him. Hieronym Kobielus, I think, is... he has a solid defending and brilliant playmaking, which is one higher skill than David Burgess has. He has inadequate passing, which is slightly higher. But for some reason, Hieronym Kobielus ranks way high when it comes to sales. So I'm not entirely sure what's up with that. Well, he has a specialty of head, which people are just crazy about. So selling this guy, he's not much younger, but we bought him for way more, I think, for like 15 million. Yeah, for 10 million. So I don't know Yeah, we bought him about the same time as David Borges, so it's a question. He had 13,340 TSI, then he has 12,150 now. It's a question. I'm not sure. So I'll have to think about it. First things first is that we buy Philip Chervanets, and if we buy that guy, we'll put him in our B team and we'll have to sell someone. Ideally, if I could sell someone for about the same price as I buy Philip Chervanets for, that would be great. The fact that he's selling for so much, so young, is really a great thing for me, because he has, passable playmaking at this age is pretty good, but with excellent play defending and winger, he would just be awesome. So anyway, let's go forward. I've been talking about this way too long for now, but this is something that's really on my mind. We already checked the finances with 160 million in cash at this point. Our fans are high on life, and we have Mecho and Kapradi match next Saturday, so I'm looking forward to that. Then there's match with Muglinov, which I'm really interested in about. Muglinov is just, I spoke to my ex-mentor and I finally understand what's going up with that. Muglinov has a very specific target, and I just hope that we will be able to get out of here before he starts fulfilling that, because that might seem like he's gonna just roll over us if we are not fast enough. But if we manage to beat him this time, we will manage to beat him next time for sure, and then we are free. Youth team. Wow, youth team, we had a new player recruited, Tomáš Koller, this week. He's an ugly dude. But, I'm hoping that there might be something in him. He was the third choice. The previous two choices were 17, so I just, said no to them immediately. And, some of the players are starting to come nicely together. We're pretty much only 2 players above 17. Too bad Dalibor Durec is so old. He's gonna be 17 years and 105 days old by the time that we can sell him. He might have passable defending and he's unpredictable, so he would be good, but he's way too old. That's just how it is. Josef Zanka is not good at all. We're just gonna kick him once a better player comes up. But then we're under 16. And some of the players that we have here are not looking bad at all. For example, Josef Viroal has inadequate winger and inadequate defending with poor playmaking, which is actually awful, but he's quick, so someone might buy him. But the star of the team that I'm looking forward to is actually Boris Tetur, who has inadequate playmaking, inadequate winger, and passable passing. He has this very shitty defending, but if we sell him right when he's 17, someone might grab him, for some nice money. Alexander Krystial, who is a new trainee, I've had him for quite a recent amount of time. I don't know. Yeah, we got him somewhere in January, it seems. Is coming along nicely. Inadequate defending, inadequate playmaking, and a solid winger. This guy might actually be a type of guy that I might just put in my B team on the wing and just train him, until he gets to brilliant playmaking and then sell him to someone. He might be that good. So it's coming along nicely. I'm happy about that. Generally, the game has been making me very happy recently. I'm just enjoying it quite a lot, with a lot of thought being given recently to buying the new player that I spoke about and to making Rade Lozinovsky, which I'm pretty much sure about now, our next coach. But yeah, we'll see about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did enjoy this episode, and I'll see you next time, which will be next week with some more Hattrick.